Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whichever time you watch this video. My name is Josh Martin P. Marcelino, and this is my presentation on my chosen topic, VR, AR, MR, and XR. So moving on, we have our table of contents in which I will first introduce and define all four terms. Then we'll move on to security and privacy with issues and problems often seen with XR-related technologies. Thirdly, we have potential future development in which I will explain any related advances that one might see in the near future. And then finally, we have our conclusion and summarization at the end of this PowerPoint. What is VR? VR, or virtual reality, is a computer-generated simulation that allows users to interact and explore an immersive 3D environment. The technology's most recognizable component, head-mounted displays, or VR headsets, are built with motion tracking technology and sensors that can read a user's every move and respond accordingly with virtual feedback, according to Lacoma. And according to Becker, it tricks our brain by placing one or two displays very close to our eyes within the VR headset while tracking our position using other technologies like haptic suits and joysticks so that it can be translated into the virtual world. Now we move on to AR. AR, according to Coursera, overlays digital filters, models, and text onto the real world. Example of this is Pokemon Go, Snapchat, and Instagram filters, and in the IKEA app in some countries, it's feature IKEA furniture arrangements. Now we have MR. MR, or mixed reality, combines both AR and VR features to have a seamless blend between the physical and virtual worlds. A good example, according to Rosenberg, is this picture shown below of the product by Apple, the Apple Vision Pro, in which the user can overlay websites, programs, and other types of software onto real surfaces of the real world, while also being able to interact with them in the virtual world as well, using a VR headset. Now we have the fourth term, XR. So what is XR? XR, or extended reality, is the umbrella term that encompasses all three previous terms, VR, AR, and MR. According to Fisher, any experience that may come from the three are just part of the bigger picture that compromises XR. Here we have a graph provided by Fisher explaining the differences. Take a pause if you'd like to read all of it, but to save time, I'm only going to mention that VR and MR require a VR headset or helmet display, whereas AR requires a phone and smartphone only, while XR is just an umbrella term. Moving on, we have issues with XR. Here are the common issues and problems. We have legal concerns over what jurisdictions and internet laws over which countries and international regions cover virtual acts and crimes. Moral questions, for example, if someone were to make a highly realistic avatar of you or another stranger without their consent and set it on the internet for indecent acts, would it be good or bad? Access for few, not to the many. Of course, with the access to these XR technologies also comes with a huge price hike. Others may not be able to afford it, causing divide between those who want to access it but cannot due to the prices. We have privacy and security concerns, of course, over digital information being shared between these types of technologies, as well as communication and the safety of these channels used with XR technologies. Finally, we have health concerns. According to Marr, extended use of these technologies may result in eye strain, brain tumors, as well as blindness in some lethal cases. Next, we have potential future development. Here are some of the advances that one may see in the near future regarding these technologies. We have the incorporation of AI in AR sensors. We have the combination of AR with GPS systems, according to Corning, exploring the use of neurochips, which will dive into full dive VR. These neurochips are obviously the ones from Elon Musk, and full dive VR is VR in the near future that immerses the user with all five senses of the body directly through the brain. We have our conclusion. XR compromises three different versions of perception changing technology that integrate digital information into the real physical world, according to Fisher. With the massive increase of investment and development towards XR technologies, the more immersive these experiences become. Here are my references, and thank you for listening. This is my presentation, and thank you for taking your time. Goodbye.